friends, welcome to the sewing studio. So today is, mind you, this is nowhere near finished. There is so much junk in this room right now, but this is what I'm working with until I get things sorted. There's going to be curtains here, this wall's going to be painted. I think I'm going to put in I'm doing sort of a vlog of setting this room up to my personal tastes. I live with my partner now, so he's allowed me to design this room as best I'd like. For example, this is the paint color, this beautiful bluish, it's called Baroque. So it's called Baroque and it's from Dulux. I'm very excited. So there's also going to be a wooden tabletop on this table. So today is the 5th of August 2024. Last night I finished My Lady Jane, which is probably one of the best shows I have seen for a long time. This is probably the best new show I've seen this year. I've seen a bunch of things that I've enjoyed this year and will still go on my favourites, but this is the best new show I've seen this year. And it's kind of inspired me to make some Tudor pieces. This is the first time I've filmed well actually no, it's not. I have filmed making my Edwardian undergarments previously, my chemise, which I'm not really proud of. It does the job. That's the microphone piece. It probably is more functional from a distance without the fluffy part. So basically I have this old bed sheet. It is washed. It's the fitted sheet, so I might have to cut out the elastic. Yeah, so there will be a tabletop on this eventually, but I found a pattern online and you and I are learning together. I built this. This is 2 calyx units put back to back. Very happy with it. It's sturdy enough. So the show is set in about 1550. I think it's 1553, which is at the time of Jane was queen for 9 days. She was called the 9-Day Queen, and then that was after King Edward VI died. They were cousins, so she became queen, but she was only queen for 9 days. And then Queen Mary I became queen, who was the daughter of King Henry VIII and Catherine of Aragon. Anyway, and then yeah, so Queen Mary I became queen, and she was who was known as Bloody Mary. Is online a chemise generator. It's going to be the square pieces. Hopefully this will be as easy as it looks. Like I said, you and I are learning together. There is a website I found today and I think I am going to do. So this is from Elizabethan-era.net. Now Elizabeth, what I gather is Queen Elizabeth's reign was during the Tudor period because she was from the House of Tudor. So she was queen from 1558, so that's really only a few years after. So yeah, 5 years after. So that's the style I'm going to go with. I just wanted some cotton. I'm going to use an old bed sheet. It is freshly washed. The back and the front are going to be the same. I'm going to put the diagram on the screen. Back and front are the same. Arms are the same. Each corner is cut off by the diagonal, that's where it's joined, but then there's going to be a gusset underneath the arms. So I have a trusty water soluble marker pen. I love this. You just dab at water with them. Front and back pieces need to be the same length from your shoulder to knee, calf or ankle. I'm going about the calf. There should be the full width of the fabric, usually 45 inches wide for fullness. So 45 is that. Alright, so update what I've gone and done on myself. My phone and my scissors are underneath my fabric. It's quite see-through fabric, so when if I try this on a camera, I'm gonna have like undergarments. I may not have enough of this, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it to the knee, which will be about 35 inches. So hang on. Oh, hang on. Can I use that? So, because of course I need half and half. I'm going to fold this up and hope that it measures to 90 inches. Oh, sorry, 45 inches folded. Probably not. Very highly doubt it will. But. That's you know what, I might have that as the length width. So then 45. That's to here. Cool. I'll do it that way. My camera has died in the meantime. What I've done is measured from my shoulder. I was wearing a shirt underneath my dress, so I'd unbutton the shirt just so I could measure and so I can have like full range of motion with my arms. So basically the little bits of fabric that I had left after doing that, not quite enough to do as one whole, so I am folding, but I'm going to do the sort of 4 panels, piece 2 each together. But hey, piecing is period, so here we go. So this is 28 centimeters because you needed the extra for the cuff, so my span is about 21 inches plus the 8, which is about here, by about 11 inches each, so 22 minus about an inch, probably less than an inch for seam allowance. Probably ends up being about an inch on either side. I'll show you what else I did. So I cut out it ended up being about 45 wide by about 43 long. That's okay. And then I took, this is a 9-inch diagonal 45-degree angle, so 9 inches down, so but 6 along, 6, 6, 9, and either side, and then that's also going to happen on either side of the sleeve. So yeah. So just showing what I'm up to. Here are all the 45-degree angles. Well, that's the one over there. These are the two little, this is the one that is joined together. Yeah, I'm gonna seam these together and this side as well. So I've got this piece hanging over because the bench isn't quite big enough from where I'm standing, but I'm feeling like I'm making good progress. So it looks ridiculous now because obviously it's not sewn up at the stitch. That is going to be like this, and then 8 inches or so that'll be cuffed up, and that way that'll puff up a little bit. This will have a drawstring through here. That way it can be worn off the shoulder because a lot of the gowns were off the shoulder, so that shouldn't show. And then I'll be stitched at the seams and hemmed, and I think I can do this quite quickly actually. So at this point we are in one piece. I don't have the cording at the moment or any sort of lacing to fix that at the shoulders or at the cuffs. I will hem it, but that's 3 hours maybe. It's pretty good going. Most of the garment done in just a few hours, so mind you, it was a very easy garment to make. Okay, so this is night 2 of this project. I'm hopeful that I can finish it tonight. So I've gone ahead and hemmed the sleeves and the bottom of it. Now I need to make the casing for the ribbon. I found this cotton binding and I think it will be suitable. I don't need it to be, it's strong enough that it should tie up and keep it somewhat secure. And then, hang on, just a second. This is probably where I'd want it because the gown will likely be off the arms. And then there's a whole heap hanging down. What I think I might do is have quite a large hem, but also make like a tracksuit type casing. Okay. So I don't need a great deal hanging out. I'm going to cut those off there. So basically right now I have a safety pin in through the eyelet and I'm just weaving it through slowly, just until it reaches the other side. This is going to be a long process, but it gathers nicely. What I've also done is I have marked out 8 inches in and I'm just going to gather that just to tighten it up. We are finished. I'm so happy. Obviously little mistakes made, like seams of the cuffs are not, seams of the cuffs aren't lined up to the seam of the shirt. So we are finished. I'm covering myself up because I'm not wearing any other support for fit's sake. But yeah, it's done. Excuse the mess here. It sits sort of lower calf. It's probably about T length. So it's actually quite comfy. And the corset will go over this, the stays, sorry, and the gown, and it's a low enough neckline. You could probably change up the neckline. No, probably not. I actually like it at the shoulders, just fit. I will change up the ribbon to something a bit more better quality. This was just, because it's fraying already, this was just, yeah, very happy. It was only a 2-day project, 2-night project. So I'm going to go to bed. I'm not wearing this to bed. I did also joke that while I was doing the initial try on, just to see how things fit and when to measure it, that I felt a bit like Ebenezer Scrooge.